Hey everybody, I am doing the practical lab for Herb 101 and I decided to use German chamomile and lemon balm to make my tea and my infusion. So I tried to get something set up. This is already measured out. It's a full 1 ounce, half and half of the German chamomile and the lemon balm. And I am about ready. I have reusable silicone tea bags, which I'm going to use, and I've already got my water hot. So for the tea, I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of the German chamomile, and then a half a teaspoon of the lemon balm. Okay, so this is what it takes for a tea, and then this is what it takes for an infusion. So I'm going to put my tea bag. I've already measured out this tea glass does hold 8 ounces, which is 1 cup. And then I have 2 teapots right here because this is my favorite one, but it's too small to fit the infusion into the herb chamber. I'm not sure what the technical term is, but we'll go with that. So this teapot I got when I was overseas. It's actually from Turkey. So I had already boiled the water. So I'm going to add the water to the cup. And let it steep. Trying to get it a little to start absorbing so it gets a little heavier. But we're going to just put that there. So there's a little butterfly. And then for the infusion, I am going to use a funnel. I'm a canner too, so luckily I have a funnel. It doesn't exactly fit, but it's going to make a little bit less of a mess than, it's 8:06 by the way, so I'm going to watch that because you only need to have it in there for a few minutes, for 5 minutes. It says cover and steep, so I guess I didn't cover it, so we're going to use that. Ha, ta-da, it's covered. Okay, so that's covering and steeping for 5 minutes. It's 8:06, so at 8:11 that will be ready. Meanwhile, I'm going to put, my hands are clean by the way. Putting the herbs in this teapot. And I have so much lemon balm here from my harvest last year, and now I need to go and harvest this year. I ended up with about a gallon of dried lemon balms from my last year's garden. And it looks like I might be getting at least a half a gallon out of this year's. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there. Get as much herbs. Kind of stuck to my hand, but I'm gonna clean off this area just a little bit. Okay, so now that I have the herbs in there, I'm going to use this, and it says to put 16 ounces with it. So I have a measuring cup right here. Okay, so that is 16 ounces of water. with an ounce of herbs, and now we're gonna play Pop Goes the Weasel. So no, that is steeping, and it's now 8:08. So I am going to be back in a few minutes, or... All right, we have less than a minute, and then we will look at the color of the tea, and then I'll be back, so then we can compare the color of the infusion to the tea, and then it'll be taste time. Okay, it is now 8:11, so we're going to take this out. And I'm going to take the tea bag out. And I have a few herbs floating around there, but I'm not gonna die. There's, the color is a very light, almost amberish yellow. So now this is ready to drink, and I will be adding some honey to my teas. But first I'm gonna try it without, so I can compare the two tastes without masking the actual taste of the herbs. So I will be back in about 6 minutes. Okay, so it's about 8:18, so I am going ahead and pour the infusion out of this teapot and into this one, because this one has a strainer, so it'll catch all the herbs, and then I'll pour it from this into the teacup. So that way then we can compare the herbal tea to the herbal infusion. Okay, I think we got it all. It's just heavy because of the wet herbs. So this is obviously much higher strength. Okay, so I actually tasted this without any honey, and it actually tastes pretty awesome. So I honestly don't think that this needs any sweetener or anything like that. I feel like it actually has a really good taste. So I'm gonna taste this one again. And then I'm gonna follow it up with the infusion. I actually like the taste of both. This one does, of course, obviously, because it is more concentrated. It tastes more concentrated, but the colors are vastly different, and that was actually kind of fun. So that's what I decided to do for this practical lab, and I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. Thanks.